I want to tell you a little bit about a concept called theory of mind, because it helps explain some of the impairments in these two areas. So the idea of theory of mind is that each of us has our own mind, right, with our own set of experiences and beliefs and thoughts, and no one really has access to those unless you give them to them, right? So unless you tell somebody what you're thinking, other people can't read your mind. The concept of theory of mind is that people with autism lack that ability to understand that somebody else's mind is different than their own. So there's a classic experiment done on older individuals with autism where, and these are probably, kind of relatively severe, but it illustrates the point, where you bring the person in and you show them that you have this box of M&Ms, okay, like a movie theater box, and you show it to them and you say, I've got this box, what do you think is in here? And they'll say M&Ms, right? And so then you open the box and you pull out a golf pencil. You go, actually there's a golf pencil in here. And they go, oh, okay. So then you put the golf pencil back in, right in front of them, and you say, that next kid out there, he's gonna come in a few minutes. What do you think he's gonna say is in this box? And the person with autism will say, what? A pencil. Yeah, because they don't get that kid didn't see this happen. And so that kid is going to go off the information on the front of the box. And you see that kind of thing play out in lots of ways. So the social impairments that I talked about before, like difficulty sharing your interests with others, part of that is that the child with autism doesn't necessarily know that you don't know what happened at school today, that you don't know there was a birthday party. They kind of approach the world as if everyone around them knows everything they're thinking and everything they're feeling. And if you probably have already figured this out with your kids. Well, I don't know if they're old enough yet, but kids with autism generally are completely guileless. Like they don't deceive people. They're not good liars usually. They just really approach the world as if everyone is on the same page. And it takes a long time for them, and it really often doesn't become natural for them to realize that everyone's not quite on the same page. So they have a hard time sharing their interests because they can't take the other person's perspective. And they have a hard time with emotional reciprocity for the same reason. So they don't necessarily know why they need to communicate so well to other people.